today we're beginning our tour of the Vatican. That is the wall, and you'll see where every pope except Francis has lived, just over that building, and where they would do an address from. So in the 1500s, the Pope escaped using that bridge there out to the river, and he was protected by the Swiss guards, who were all killed. And that's why to this day, in honor of their sacrifice, he keeps them as his personal guards. And here we are just before 7:30 in St. Peter's Square. It is forbidden to build a building higher than the dome in Rome. St. Peter's Basilica, we're about to go in now, and you can't actually see the dome from here. This door is only opened every 25 years. It's a bronze door that was in the original St. Peter's Basilica. This one was built in the 1500s plus, 1500 to 1700, the whole square. So it's super early in the morning, before 8 o'clock. We're now in St. Peter's Basilica. You can see the beautiful ceiling, and we're just about to go in. This is, I think, just the gathering place outside.
And we can't talk inside, so if, like, when we do videos, they'll be silent.
In the church are actually mosaics. They're not paintings. This is the tomb of St. Peter. St. Peter. This is actually a mosaic, not a painting, and it's really hard to tell. The Swiss guard who protect the Pope. So I'm embassies, and we've just discovered that this is actually the embassy of the Dominican Republic. You can see the insignia there, with the insignia of the Pope beside it. Apparently all embassies will have. You see the St. Peter's Dome in the background, and then you'll see the gardens on the other side. The museum, taken from the museum. These are the gardens.
It was not so easy to use that kind of chariot because people have to stand. To the right side is a niche. You can see a man with his hat covered and with something on his right hand. It's crazy. They cover also the babies.
This is the tapestry gallery. This one was made in the 1500s by the Flemish people.
I know that for us it's not so easy to
Map gallery, and the ceiling is the explosion of the Baroque style. The whole gallery dedicated to maps. Chapel dedicated to the Virgin Mary, that's why she appears in the middle. And you can see on the celebration times of Virgin Mary, this is a Pope in that painting that is giving her flowers. The private apartments of a pope with all the paintings by Raphael, who died in his around 36. This was restored during the pandemic. This room is dedicated to Constantine, who decided to become story of Constantine winning the battle, and then that is his baptism. This is St. Peter's saved from jail, and it's the first painting that was made by knights. This is in the private library of the Pope.
Yeah, we got fresh. We need fresh food, guys.
This is called Fire in the Borgo. You see the fire in Troy, and then the fire in Borgo just outside of the Vatican, and how the women are portrayed here by Raphael, looking pretty perfect. These are the Borgia apartments, the first pope that wasn't Italian. You can see how the paintings were so different from the Raphael rooms. As well, you can see the tile on the floor being more of a Spanish one with the symbols of the Borgia family also. Down you can see how the portrayal is so different.
So right here is the beginning of the line. When we arrived this morning, we were almost at the gate because they have like the security, so you can't avoid this part. And you want to see how long the line is at 10:30 in the morning. And I'm not kidding, this is the line. At least it's part in the shade there, but it keeps going and going, and it goes all the way to the white van there, the post office.
That's like crazy.
It's, I don't know, it must be
in the sun?
I think it's 2-hour line at the minimum. It's just crazy. We were in and out at 7:30 this morning in 3 minutes. So this is St. Peter's Basilica, and you see on top the 12 apostles, actually 10 apostles, and the one in the middle is Jesus with the cross. The one right on his left side is actually St. John the Baptist, and the two at the bottom that are bigger, like there's one there, that's St. Paul, and the other one here is St. Peter's. So that's the outside of it. It's just beautiful. So we just finished our tour of Vatican. It's quite spectacular. It's something that you have to see at least once in your life. Our tour started at 7 o'clock this morning. It's a bit early, but if you ever do this, do it early in the morning, because when we were in St. Peter's Cathedral Basilica, there was hardly anybody in there. We were able to walk everywhere very easily. The tour was almost 3 hours, so we finished at 10:30.
And there were people like celebrating Mass, and it was just really calm and tranquil.
Yeah. So, and visiting Sixtine Chapel, Laura, what did you think?
Well, I mean, so that's Michelangelo's, I guess, masterpiece. We had no idea what to expect. I didn't realize it was as small as it was going to be. So it is fairly small in there, being a chapel, I guess. And so we saw the Last Judgment, and that's at kind of the front of the chapel. We couldn't get videos or photos in there, but the Last Judgment you'll see is this. So that's at the front, and then at the back he's painted the vault, so that's the vault ceiling there, and it's with it's the story. So you'll see the creation of Adam, which is number 4 here, which is pretty that's pretty famous. What I really liked actually is the creation of Eve. It really jumps out at you, and it's kind of in the middle too, so to have it be more like the perspective in it is amazing. So yeah, it was just a moment in there, and apparently people are normally like sardines, you can't see the floor, and there was a lot of people when we went, but certainly not that much, so it kind of, I think, added to our overall enjoyment. But it was really nice to see that. And then also there were apartments, the Pope's apartments, that were done by Raphael, and it was nice to see kind of how Raphael's work and then Michelangelo's, because they did live pretty much in the same era.
So that's it for our day. Now we're done, and we're gonna go and relax.
Are you having a beera at this time? Is it
Yeah,
like
I may get a beera
Is it past 10, Martin?
it is 12 noon somewhere in the world. So, and again, like showed in the earlier video, there's at least a 2-hour wait to get in. So book a tour at like early morning, as early as you can get, and you'll enjoy it a lot more. So later.
And we just realized we are visiting the Vatican when Pope Francis is in Canada. So, you know, we're waving our little Canadian flags here, but there's no Pope in residence.